The beautiful weather finally showed up here at Delaware Park Wednesday afternoon, and boy was it nice. We had some turf races 3, 5, and 7, big fields on the turf. The main track was fast. Turf was rated good on Wednesday afternoon. The rail setting on the turf course was at 8 feet. So let's get right to the action. Race 1 would kick off the popular early pick 5. Trainer Jamie Ness, our leading trainer. He'd have one of the favorites in there, the 3, Maybe a Miracle. We're going 5.5 furlongs in the opener, claiming 62.50. Filly Mares 3 and up. Never won 2 lifetime. Let's go to Josh Brown, the voice of Delaware Park, for the race call of Wednesday's opener.
Away and running. Nice level start. Good speed for the favorite. Maybe a Miracle, who beats everyone off the mark. Showing good early toe is Afterneath in that second place position, and up the inside Charlie's Chubb is passed by More Mayhem, who's starting to throttle on through. Deep on the track, here comes Bond's Bell to join that fight on the front with 4 furlongs left to go, and Tapwit Warriors now in between rivals. Deep on the track, Respect the Law in front of the last 3, which is Just the Thing. Charlie's Chubb not responding, and Wumpy's last of all. They swing the side, and Maybe a Miracle's the one they gotta catch, holding on by a long neck. Afterneath breathing down that rival's neck in second. More Mayhem's a length and a half down from the pace in third. Respect the Law's the deepest runner, and Bonds Bell's in the thick of it too. Just the Thing is warming up to the job. They swing, and Maybe a Miracle is under massive attack, but holding on for dear life. On the far outside, Afterneath is closing in. More Mayhem's in for the fight, and Just the Thing is looking like a winner in between horses. Deep on the track is Bonds Bell at 5-2. Just the Thing from off the pace to win. To beat Bonds Bell, Maybe a Miracle, and Afterneath.
Nice late rally for the 4-year-old filly by Golden Lad. Just the Thing gets her second lifetime win. Trainer Jose Corrales shipped up from Maryland to get the win. 7-pound apprentice Matilda Burnham with the winning ride on Just the Thing, who pays $7 in race 1 to kick off the early pick 5. They bet over $44,000 today into the early pick 5. Race 2 would kick off the early pick 4. We're going 1 mile 70 yards on the main track, wide open, 62.50. Claimer for Filly Mares 3 and up. Let's check out the action here for race 2.
Away and running. Nice level start. Good rail speed from One Violent Affair. Shimmering puts that gray neck in front, and Helen Ortiz is sent from gate 2. Meaty Fast Flower came away in that joint third place position. Quick Quay is second last, and Chelsea Wall has to close from the back of the pack. Around the first turn they go. One Violent Affair trades jabs with Shimmering, and these two ladies take their cat fight to the 6.5 furlong pole, and they are in step, and they start to floor it as they approach the 6. There's a gap of 5 back to Meaty Fast Flower, who has a charmed run of good enough today, and there's 3 lining up behind her. Chelsea Wall's the widest runner. Quick Quay is 3 paths steep, and Helen Ortiz is still last of all, so no breathers up top down to the 4.5. One Violent Affair has a neck in front. Shimmering has made that runner work hard for every single yard. There's a gap of 4.5 lengths down to Quick Quay, who's a tracking third. Chelsea Wall's on the deep outside. Meaty Fast Flower had no excuses and backed up fast, and Helen Ortiz is still last of all. They turn again, and this pace battle continues to ensue, with Shimmering getting the upper hand and bravely kicking for home and leads by 1. One Violent Affair drops away in second at 4-5. Chelsea Wall is slowly getting into it, but needs to go now with Quick Quay and Meaty Fast Flower as they turn for home. Shimmering's the first one to kick at the top of the stretch, and Shimmering has built up a 4-length lead, but it's a leg-weary leader. Chelsea Wall's getting close in a great big way. Meaty Fast Flowers found a second win, and Shimmering put the cue in the rack, and Chelsea Wall goes surging past as a Publix pick. Meaty Fast Flower battles Shimmering for the balance. It's all Chelsea Wall from off the pace today to beat Shimmering, Meaty Fast Flower, and Helen Ortiz.
The classy 7-year-old mare Chelsea Wall by Sky Kingdom gets her 10th lifetime win. Now career earnings around $400,000 for Chelsea Wall, who rallies late at 4-5 and gets the money in race 2. Trainer Jamie Ness picked up his 13th win of the meet. He's your current leading trainer, and jockey Jamie Rodriguez, he's your leading rider. He picked up his 14th win of the meet as Chelsea Wall scores as the favorite in race 2. Race 3 would be the first turf race of the meet this year at Delaware Park. The turf course was rated good, rail setting at 8 feet. Race 3 is a maiden claiming $45,000 for filly mares 3 and up. Scratch the 1, 3, and the 7. Let's see how it all shakes out here in race 3.
Away and running to a delightful start. Good speed from Shepton Sisters today, but My Grey Humor showing good early flash. Our Best Song in Ballycurran is right there too. Amisula stacks them up 4 across the track with 4 furlongs left to go. Electrica gets some hot pace to chase with Jetspin second last, and Shepton Sisters drop to the tail. Around the far turn they blaze, and Missoula on the far outside takes the lead and takes the lead with ease. Ballycurran stays glued to the PVC in second. Our Best Song needs to dig deep and find more. My Grey Humor's deep on the track, and Jetspin tries to close in as they turn for home. Missoula cuts and runs for the money and leads by 2. Ballycurran is giving game chase in second. My Grey Humor showing up late. Our Best Song with no more to give. They're inside the concluding stages at 5-2. Missoula's nicely clear, and Missoula with a dazzling win today. Ballycurran was second. My Grey Humor third. Jetspin was fourth.
The 4-year-old Irish-bred filly Missoula breaks her maiden this afternoon at Delaware Park. She cuts back to the sprint on the turf, and that was a winning move. So nice job there, trainer Kerry Raven, jockey Carol Sedania with the winning ride. $7.20 the win price on the 10 Missoula in race 3. Race 4 would kick off the late pick 5. They bet over $14,000 into the late pick 5 today. They bet over $10,000 into the middle pick 5 that started race 3. Race 4, we're going a flat mile, claiming $62.50. Filly mares 3 and up. Never won 3 lifetime. Let's see how the first leg of the late pick 5 shakes out here in race 4.
Away and running. Good speed in the center for Rascallion. Deep on the track, Ferociousness. The rail belongs to Can Do, and Lino and Me is in that 4th place position. And Fastinistas, last of all, 3 across the course. Around this Paddock Grove turn they go, and Rascallion punches on through to take the initiative at the 6.5, and is kicked away and now floors it with a 2-length lead. Can Do rides the rail a clear-cut second, and Ferociousness gets a little bit of pace to chase as they spin out of the first turn. Lino and Me's to the outside to join 4th, and Fastanista continues to scrape paint. So that's the 5 of them with 5 furlongs to go. Rascallion taking no prisoners here in the 4th of the day, leads by 4. Ferociousness is getting closer while in hand and under a very tight rein too. Can Do is a ground-saving 3rd. Fashionista has 4 lengths to find from that 3rd place rival, and Lino and Me hasn't been called on yet. 3.5 furlongs to go. Rascallion coming back to the face of the field, and that lead is starting to fade. Here comes the late strides of Ferociousness on the far outside. Lino and Me dons the red cap. Can Do up the fence, and Fastanisa's last of all. Here's the quarter pole for Rascallion, desperately clinging to a neck lead. Ferociousness has had every chance but going very wide. Lino and Me is deep. Can Do rides the rail, trying to close into it as Fastanasia. Rascallion is running a cheeky race today and leads by 1. Can Do has all kinds of momentum up the inside. Late on the scene is Lino and Me just at this 1 pace, but Rascallion keeps on finding it 9-1. Can Do, the favorite's going to play second fiddle to a long shot. Rascallion has won it. Can Do was second, Fashionista third, and Lino and Me was fourth.
Well, the 4-year-old filly Rascallion was running out of condition. She'd only won 1 race. She was in a 3-life race, but it didn't matter. She goes coast to coast at 9-1. Nice front-end riding score there from the 7-pound apprentice, Jan Rodriguez. Trainer Jonathan Maldonado picks up the win with Rascallion, a $20 winner there in race 4. Let's turn the page here. Race 5, back on the turf. Race 5 would kick off the late pick 4. We're going a mile, 70 yards on the good turf course. 25,000 starter allowance contest here for filly mares 3 and up. Let's take a look here at the action in race 5.
Away and running. Good even start. Good speed today for Bossy Jeans and Cheese on the inside. Here's the runner deep on the track, which is Honorable Chill, who has a taste of the early lead with Bossy Jeans with a circuit of the track to go. Breeze Through Time is under the line for third, first time round, and Urban Star tracks the speed in fourth. Sunday tips towards the inside. It's Satisfactual's 3 paths deep. Cheese broke well and then was second last, and Summer Flower whips him in. Down to the 6 furlong pole they go, and Honorable Chill sends a sensible pace today and shows the way 3/4 of a length. Bossy Jeans was in tight in that second place position, and Urban Star is 3 paths deep for the back of the track run. Breeze Through Time in fourth has company, and its Satisfactual teams up with that rival. Sunday Tiff is still near the backfield along with Summer Flower, and Cheese hasn't made a move yet. 4.5 furlongs to go. Honorable Chill shows the way. The lead's down to a length and a half. Bossy Jeans continues to shadow the speed, a joint second. Urban Star has no excuses, now picks off that rival. Breeze Through Time's boxed in for the moment. It's Satisfactual is warming up to the job. Sunday Tiff has nowhere to go. Summer Flower picks off that one, and Cheese is still last of all. The quarter pole's in sight, and Urban Star's the first one to play its hand to Honorable Chill. 3 paths deep is its Satisfactual as they turn to the top of the stretch. Urban Star confronts Honorable Chill. 3 paths deep, it's Satisfactual, and Summer Flower starting to close from out of the clouds. Sunday Tiff's had a very rough trip. It's still Urban Star holding on for dear life. Summer Flower took a run. Urban Star still holding. Summer Flower comes surging late. Urban Star photos and lost. Summer Flower got up in the final jump to beat Urban Star.
Big win for trainer Mike Deeney. He also bred this filly. He owns this filly. Nice looking 4-year-old daughter of Summerfront. Summerfront is really turning out to be a tremendous turf sire. Summer Flower wins at 5-1, gets her second lifetime win. Nice ride there. Julio Hernandez picks up his 9th win of the meet. $12.40 the win price on Summer Flower in race 5. If you hit the early pick 5, it paid pretty well. Early pick 5 paid over $938 today at Delaware Park. Let's turn the page here. Race 6 would kick off the final pick 3 of the day. We're going 6 furlongs in the 6th race. 25,000 starter allowance for filly and mares 3 and up. The 2 Bolo de Crema had a big maiden score and would go off the favorite for Jamie Ness here in race 6. Let's see what happens in race 6.
Lynn locked up. Away and running. Slow to go was Rose Gold Candy. Good speed from Rosie Rue. Bola de Crema's right there too. And in between rivals, Lost River also wants a piece of the early action. Rose Gold Candy on hold is settled fourth. Atlantis Queen gets a hot pace to chase, and tailing off badly was Few Carre. So they go down to the 4 furlong stage, and Bola de Crema had to work hard for the lead today. Leads by a long neck. Lost River is right there applying that heavy pace pressure in second, and Rose Gold Candy gets scrubbed upon to stay in that 3rd place spot. Rosie Rue tries to mount a bit on the far outside and now starts to come alive in a great big way. Atlantis Queen still has one beaten, and that's Few Carre. Around the turn with a quarter to go. Bolo de Crema digging deep against the rail and leads 3/4 of a length. Rosie Rue continues the chase in second. Atlantis Queen is closing deep on the track. They swing, and Bolo de Crema has nursed a 1-length lead to its name. Chasing in second is Rosie Rue. Closing in nicely is Atlantis Queen. Few Carre from out of the clouds. It's still Bola de Crema holding on to a half-length lead. Atlantis Queen getting closer. Few Carre's trying to pass the ball. Few Carre from out of the clouds to get it. To beat Atlantis Queen, Bola de Crema, and Rosie Rue.
The 3-year-old filly View Carre rallies late, gets up in the final strides. Nice winning ride there by jockey Yabio Ramos for trainer Bruce Kravitz. That's the 4th win of the meet for the Kravitz barn. View Carre pays $12.20 in race 6. Race 7 would be our feature of the day. A nice first level allowance condition for 3-year-olds and upward, going 1 mile and a 16th on a good turf course. Some nice horses in here. The 1 Round Top would be my price play of the day from the Grand Motion barn. Let's see what happens in Wednesday's feature.
Away and running. Good speed today for Card Trick, deep on the track, Rampageous and Covert Cat. Here's the rail speed of Fletcher. So Fletcher spearheads the field in a paceless affair. Covert Cat came away a tracking second. On the outside, Rampageous shares third with Round Top, who has a sweet trip up the inside. And Card Trick chases this quartet of void of speed. Omni King is second last, and Massif has to come with a big close and 6.5 furlongs to do it in. So Fletcher carves out the clock, shows the way by a length and a half, and it's a nice and relaxed lead too. Up the inside, Round Top shares second with Covert Cat. Those are the first three as they enter the backstretch run, and Rampageous continues to trail in that fourth place spot. Card Trick is a nice and relaxed fifth, but needs to get a little bit closer to a very soft pace. Omni King is still in front of one, and Massif is still on hold at the back of the pack. This will be a sprint for home as Fletcher takes him as slow as he can for as long as he can at 35-1, shows the way by a length and a half. Covert Cat is bracketed by both sides. Round Top is in the sweet spot today, and Rampageous is committed to a four-wide kick. Card Trick's in traffic. Omni King tries to pass that one, and Massif has yet to move a muscle. Midpoint around the second turn. Fletcher's the one with the target on its back and has slipped away by two. Covert Cat giving game chase in second. Round Top is right there as they turn for home. Fletcher's trying to cause a massive upset and has a 3-length lead. Omni King is starting to erupt, and here comes Massif charging down the center of the track. It's still Omni King holding on to a 1-length lead. Round Top almost fell. Massif is trying to press pass. Omni King holding. Omni King got there to beat Massif, Round Top, and Card Trick.
Well, we had a little drama in late stretch here in race 7. The 5 Omni King would cross the wire first. However, the stewards disqualified the 5 Omni King for interference in the stretch with the 9 Massif. Actually, it was the 1 Round Top's rider, Danny Centeno, who claimed foul against the 5's jockey Martin Chuan as the 5 interfered with the 1 Round Top in deep stretch. The 5 got DQ'd and placed third. The 9 Massif gets put up for the win. So the order of finish here in race 7, 9-1-5-4. Massif off the layoff. Big effort for trainer Brittany Russell and jockey Sheldon Russell. $9.40 the win price on the 9 Massif in race 7. If you played the middle pick 5 today and hit it, congratulations. You were the only ticket. You took down the whole pool. They bet over $10,000 into the middle pick 5 today, and one ticket takes it down for over $8,700, $8,756.20 the win price there for that middle pick 5. So that's a monster score. Congratulations to whoever had the big middle pick 5 today. Let's take a look here at race 8. Race 8, we're going 5.5 furlongs on the main track. Maiden claiming 12.5 for Philly Mares 3-0. We had a couple of heavy favorites here in race 8. Let's see if they lived up to the hype. Here's the action for the finale.
Away and running. Great speed today from Bella Creed and Zippy Doodade. Tricky River teams up with Savi Dancer, and the new leader is Tricky River over Savi Dancer, who emerges from the tree line backstretch in second, and Zippy Doodade with the money's on in third. Bella Creed's a tracking fourth in front of Best Worst Idea, and Go Chloe Go is last of all with 4 furlongs to go. So Tricky River going as fast as she can, and the lucky last shows the way by 3. Savi Dancer gets a couple of reminders to stay with the speed. Zippy Doodade is passed by Best Worst Idea, and second last is Bella Creed, and Go Chloe Go still trails. Here's the quarter pole, and Tricky River still calls the shots. Zippy Doodade's under a heavy drive in those red blinkers, and Best Worst Idea outrunning those odds as they turn for home. Tricky River has a 2-length lead and is looking sharp for the moment. Zippy Doodade did not have it this afternoon. Best Worst Idea battles Bella Creed, Go Chloe Go, and Savi Dancer. But Tricky River turned this into a run-act affair. At 3-2, Tricky River has won it. Zippy Doodade was second. Go Chloe Go got up for third. Fourth was a photo between Best Worst Idea and Bella Creed.
Great to see the 1 Tricky River run big off the long year-plus layoff for trainer Lynn Ashby and owner breeder Cynthia Rickman. Good to see the Rickman family with a win here at Delaware Park, former owners of Delaware Park, and they get the money with Tricky River, a 4-year-old daughter of Great Notion, goes coast to coast in the finale. Carol Cedeno picks up her second win of the day. Nice win there for trainer Lynn Ashby. $5 to win price on Tricky River. The late pick 5 paid big. Late pick 5 paid almost $4,100. Congratulations if you had that. So we had some big pick 5 scores Wednesday afternoon at Delaware Park. Hope you were a part of it. Thanks to all our fans, bettors, and horsemen who participated Wednesday afternoon at Delaware Park. The handle was decent. We did over 1.6 million in handle. Let's get a quick break here. When I come back, I'll tell you about my best bet and price play for Thursday at Delaware Park. Okay, let's talk about Thursday, June 5th at Delaware Park. My best bet's going to come in race 2. I think this horse can be a popular single on the early pick 5. The pick 5s have been paying big, so my best bet comes in race 2. The Jamie Nest runner, the 3, Alameek, 6-5 morning line. Jamie Rodriguez rides for Nest. Nest and Jamie Rod, they're 41% at Delaware Park, and this horse, a 4-year-old by Kitten's Joy, had a real big win May 24th at Delaware, going a mile, cruised home that day by 5 1/4 with a big 64 Beyer speed figure. His Beyer speed figures tower over the field. I think the 3, Alameek, is a lock in race 2, and that's going to be my best bet of the day, my single on the early pick 5. My price play of the day is going to come in race 7. That's a nice $45,000 starter allowance contest for filly mares 3 and up, going a mile on the turf. And my price play of the day is in race 7, the 10, Sal's Blue Jacket, 4-1 morning line for trainer Michael Stidham. The barn's 5 for 8 at the meet, so they're red hot. Julio Hernandez, your second leading rider. He's ridden this filly before. Sal's Blue Jacket runs well fresh. She had a real big win coming off the layoff in June 2023. When she came off the layoff last year, April of 2024, she ran a real big race against Upper Level Allowance Company at Laurel. She's getting a class relief coming off the layoff on Thursday, and she runs well fresh. So I love the 10, Sal's Blue Jacket at 4-1 in race 7 on Thursday. She'll be my price play of the day. Races 5 and 7 are on the turf for you Thursday. 8-race program. First race starts at 12:35. It's expected to be hot, nice and sunny, nice and warm. No rain in the forecast for Thursday, so we'll be on the turf. We hope you can join us. We'll have a big day for you on Thursday. Thanks again for participating Wednesday at Delaware Park. We'll see you Thursday. Have a good night.